Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Taxi operator shot dead in Westmoreland. A taxi operator was shot to death in Burnsabon, Westmoreland on Monday night. The deceased has been identified as 47-year-old Alden Watson of Darling Street, Savannah Lamar in the parish. Reports from the Savannah Lamar police are that about 9:40 p.m., citizens reportedly heard loud explosions and summoned the police. On arrival of the lawmen, Watson was seen in his Toyota motor car suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was removed from the vehicle and transported to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Investigations continue. Man turns himself in after allegedly killing cabbie accused of raping teen daughter. A 35-year-old taxi operator turned himself into the police on Monday after allegedly fatally chopping another cabbie who is accused of raping his 13-year-old daughter. According to the police last Wednesday, the taxi operator's daughter told him that she had been raped by a 34-year-old cab driver who plies the Freehill to Aracabessa Road. It is believed that the father, who plies the Otres to Aracabessa Road, was on his way to report the incident at the Aracabessa police station when he saw the younger man in the Jacks River area. The accused reportedly sped away in his taxi and the father pursued. According to the police, a tire blew on the accused's car and he reportedly crashed into the father's vehicle. As the accused cab driver reportedly attempted to flee, the father allegedly chopped him in the back of his head. The police were called and the wounded man was taken to the Portmore Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The father turned himself into the police on Monday. Up to Tuesday morning, he had not yet been charged. Investigations are ongoing as early reports suggest that a mob of people were involved in the killing. Principals trying to cope with teacher shortage, says Harrison. Immediate past president of the Jamaica Teachers Association JTA, Lasandra Harrison, says school administrators are doing their best to minimize disruptions to the public school system when the new term begins in September due to shortage of teachers in some subject areas. They have to redo the timetable because if they can't find the requisite trained individual, they may just have to take the decision that certain subject area they are not able to offer for a particular period, she said. I know our principals are working overtime as to how it is that they are going to treat with and deploy the staff that they do have at their disposal to the best of their ability to ensure that we have some semblance of order to welcome back our students to the classroom on September 4th, Harrison added. She was speaking with journalists on Monday during day one of the JTA's 3-day 59th annual conference in Negril. The board of rural school recently placed newspaper ads for 18 teachers in specific subject areas, with the core subject areas of maths and English topping the list. However, Harrison said all is being done to ensure stability in September. Teacher migration has been touted out as a cause of problem, but Minister of Education Favour Williams told a post-cabinet press briefing on August 16 that there has been a 73% decline in the number of teachers who have resigned. In a recent radio interview, she also dismissed the narrative, which suggests that the education sector is on the brink of a teacher migration crisis. Dovecot implements measures to combat safety concerns amid harassment reports. Just weeks after receiving reports of customers being harassed at the gate of Dovecot Memorial Park in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, the company has taken steps to secure its property and ensure visitor safety. A representative of Dovecot says the harassment typically occurs on public holidays and Sundays when the facility is closed to the public. Reports indicate that men from the nearby community, some carrying machetes, constantly gain access to the burial plot by removing a section of the main gate or cutting a hole in the property's enclosing fence. When visitors arrive at the Memorial Park on days when it is closed, they are allegedly guided through those openings. A smaller group of men, typically 2 or 3, then accompany visitors to the gravesite and offer cleanup services for a fee, despite a clear sign on the property prohibiting tipping. Workmen are here on Saturdays to assist customers with cleanup and so on. It's really on Sundays and public holidays, when there is nobody here other than the security, that we have the major problem, said Cecilia Bailey, assistant supervisor at Dovecot. However, Wayne Pollock, a supervisor of the property, informed reporters that there has been no reports of visitors being robbed or harmed. Nevertheless, he views this unauthorized entry on the property as highly dangerous. He believes that the same visitors who accept assistance from non-Dovecot personnel often create this precarious situation. To be honest with you, We haven't received any reports to say that the men are robbing anyone or anything like that, but the men that are out there may have a cutlass because they want to cut the grass. So people may see that and think twice, but they don't rob anybody or anything, Podlock stated. He continued, the thing about it, too, is we were told customers that they shouldn't allow anyone without a uniform to assist them. They are sometimes the ones to be blamed because they stop and take up the men into their cars and drive them in, and when we approach them to get the man off the compound, they will say, no man, is me call him. There are quite a few times of that happening, and we have to be the ones to say, they don't work here and they aren't allowed on the campus, and they give all kinds of excuses. So sometimes the customers are to be blamed, but we try to do as much as we can to control it. Dovecot reported the men gain entry through a small gate which has been secured. The section of the main gate that the men had tampered with that has been repaired and welded. The company has also temporarily addressed the hole in the fence, security measures have been enhanced, and personnel will be present on Sundays, the primary problematic day, to prevent unauthorized entry. Additionally, a note of closure for Sundays and public holidays will be displayed at the entrance of the Memorial Park. A local bartender working in the vicinity informed reporters that since the implementation of these security measures, the group of men has dispersed. She welcomed the changes, expressing concern that ongoing harassment could impact her business. It is kind of hard when you come to look for your loved ones and the headstones want to clean off, and that's what they do. They charge people to clean off the stones and so on. I don't know how much it costs though, the bartender stated. She added, the men aren't there anymore because they have tightened up security, so people don't have to be afraid to come now. Dovecot confirmed that the property will remain closed to the public on Sundays, with exceptions for special occasions like Mother's Day and Father's Day, during which the opening hours will be communicated through notices. MP Juliet Holness warns Mavis Bank that improper garbage disposal could impact business opportunities. Member of Parliament for East Rural St. Andrew Juliet Holness has warned residents of Mavis Bank that the improper containment of garbage in the community could impact its business opportunities. Mrs. Holness, who was speaking at the Universal Service Fund Wi-Fi launch in the area on Monday, August 21, urged community members to take the necessary steps to ensure that Mavis Bank is a safe place to live whilst maintaining its business prospects. She pointed to the surge in Airbnb bookings by tourists the Mavis Bank residents could benefit from.
Now, if the garbage skip is the entrance to the Mavis Bank community, and it looks like that, who will want to stop here, do business in Mavis Bank, to come here? From them reach the square, they start to feel bad. The skip is not full, and it doesn't necessarily have to move. What needs to happen, we have to take better care of our garbage. We can now use the internet facility to send out a quick WhatsApp, free of cost, and say, look, the garbage has not been collected, or we realize some persons coming in at night and dumping. You can all take pictures and send it. So we know and we can monitor. It is together as a community that we must use the technology to make Mavis Bank a better place in which to live. The opportunities that abound are endless. Now I know Mavis Bank don't think about things like Airbnb. You know how many people want to find some communities like beautiful Mavis Bank, and many people here have houses with extra room. Not everybody who comes to Jamaica wants to go to a hotel. Not everybody wants a pool. Many visitors to Jamaica would love to come to Mavis Bank and just hang out in a house up a top road, go down by Mount Charles. Yes, they would. They wouldn't mind if there's a place down at Churchgate, Resource, David's Hill, Halls Delight, up a top mountain. Oh gosh, top mountain, nice and cool. That they could go and stay at your yard or your yard. And guess what? And pay you for it.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share,